All right, hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. I got cut off on my wounded goose story, and I'm just down feeding. It's Monday morning, and my little buddy was waiting for me, and he's moving away from me now. He's camera shy, but I want to finish up this story. Let me turn the camera around so you can see the goose going away. He's going to go to the pond. I hope you can see him. There he goes. See, he's got one bad wing. That wing's never coming back. And I don't know if it's a male or a female, like I said. But I brought down pumpkins for the pigs this morning, and he was waiting, or she was waiting. Anyway, we have these ducks here that are domesticated ducks, and we didn't really buy them. Somebody brought them to us and wanted us to just process them, but they didn't want them back. So in other words, they just wanted us to exterminate their ducks. And we let them go, and that was a lot of years ago, and now there's a pretty good sized flock here. They're Muscovy ducks. And they think they're wild. I mean, you know, you can't touch them or anything. They fly away from you. But they inhabit the pond here, and there's another irrigation pond that they're on. Then they come up to the house and they clean up feed that gets dropped and stuff like that. But one of them, and I think it was a male, so I believe that's a female, spent the majority of the summer with that goose. You'd see him out here all the time. But we never did see any little ones or anything like that, so, you know, I don't know if there was any breeding going on or anything like that, but they were certainly friends, and they were certainly along, they were around together for quite a bit. So that's kind of the end of the story. I mean, it was tragic that the poor thing got shot, but he's still here, and he's still doing okay, and we're able to take care of him. He comes right up in with the pigs. I got a comment on my last video about this, that, you know, somebody's got pigs that love to eat eggs. Yeah, pigs will eat eggs. But geese are not dumb enough to put eggs someplace where anything can get them. Their thing is survivability. So, you know, the pigs can swim, I suppose, but they don't go out there very far. They're just at the shoreline, and the geese go in further than that to do their eggs. But this is what it looks like in the morning. A little bit of snow. I got a truckload of pumpkins. Had to go a long way for them, and I've just brought down a couple of scoops. And I think, talking with the people that raise these pumpkins, they are definitely self-seeding, so I'm going to dump them along the inside of the fence everywhere, because there's a lot of them. There's several tons, and you know, the pigs will get the majority of the meat and stuff, but I think a lot of the seeds will get pushed in. So we should have pumpkins around the perimeter, and I'm thinking about along the shoreline, finding something that works really well in, you know, high moisture, and then a little further out something else, and do it in waves going out like that. Might even put some corn in, because corn makes nice cover, and it makes a good place for the birds to stop. Along those lines, something that's interesting to note, on farms where they have vast amounts of cleared land, birds instinctively, you know, just songbirds, do not like to go from side to side because it's too much open area. So instinctively they know not to expose themselves to birds of prey. So what we can do here is we can break our farm up by having what they call riparian areas. I believe that's how they pronounce that. And they're just areas where we intentionally have cover. So this place here, you see this pond, but then there's all those bulrushes in there, and they provide really nice thick area. So birds and stuff can go in low there, they can nest, they can do what they need to do, and it's a break from birds of prey. They can't get through it. The birds of prey like to swoop in and get stuff. And, it's wildlife management is what it comes down to. And then where we raise a lot of turkeys and chickens, we don't want predators coming up to our neck of the woods. So we do a couple things. We have our dogs, our Great Pyrenees dogs, that are guardians. And then we stack the deck a little bit by making brush piles. And this is something I learned from one of Joel Salatin's books. You make brush piles everywhere. Whenever you have to cut trees down, like I showed you these trees yesterday that the pigs had murdered by barking them. Really okay, because we're going to make fence posts out of them, so they're nice and dry now. So we'll cut them down and then we'll limb them, and all the limbs will make several nice brush piles out here, and we'll do that. And the brush piles provide an area for the vermin, the mice and voles and stuff like that to go in. And then when the coyotes and the foxes come in here, they have enough food there that they don't need to venture up to our place. And that method right there, that one thing that I learned from Joel's book has made a tremendous difference in the predation that we've seen over the last 5 years. Tremendous. So that works. All right, well, I'm getting called for breakfast, so I'm going to head up. Got my feeding done down here, and carry on. Anyone can farm. Can't shut this off with a glove, though.